Hello everybody, Illidaris is here with some more Shadowbringers. And last we left off, the Crystarium was under attack by disgusting Sin Eaters. And it's our job to defend the realm. Okay. We ought to join the vanguard as soon as possible. If the number of eaters we just saw is any indication, we're facing a formidable host. So many. What lovely weather, just what we needed. It seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste. Will do, Alphanod. Can I mount? Please tell me I can mount. Moonstone Carbuncle. Why can't I get a Moonstone Carbuncle? That's cool. Holy! That did not do enough damage. I don't know why people think spamming holy is good. It does not do damage. Like it should. It should do a lot more damage. But they've like nerfed it.
the healing to me.
Nice job, you Stola. That was limit break too. Okay, these are dead Sin Eaters. Who's been killing them? Ah, Thancred and Minfilia. Oh, thank goodness. It wasn't your fault. Seriously, they have to have back someone ordering them around. It is as we feared. But our task is as it ever was, turn the tide. Oh good. It's a stack. Dang.
On your feet.
So many. I should have gone Black Mage for this. I could have used my fire spells. Fire magic would have done a lot of damage. Focus.
His heart and speed.
Please tell me that it's dead, and that its other ones are gonna run away in fear. Nice job.
There are so many. Lena, hold on. They turned on me.
Huh? Oh no.
We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
Run! Run, damn you!
The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now.
No.
God damn it!
Please let this work. Please let this work.
It won't.
No, no, no. Stay back. Stay back.
Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy? Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be great, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
It seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose body remain anyways. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply do not have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after you've been through. God knows I am, but if you could see to a few of the patients, it would be enormous help. Captain Lena is about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there are other outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. Don't touch me. You had no choice. You didn't have a choice in the matter. Lena.
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need? Injuries are part and parcel of battle. While there's breath in my lungs, I shall see my duties done. Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me. I am fine.
Liar.
Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me. We've come so far, so goddamn far. I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Castarium. The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance. The Hells have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering. A paradise where man and seed might live in peace and harmony.
Oh, go screw yourself.
Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and good. But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my senators. But it is only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
If he was on that too, but we couldn't just blow it up and kill him. Arthur's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially now. If I may, could I ask you to seek out Thancred and Menphilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred, in particular, sustaining quite an injury from that Sin Eater. I would not be surprised if he were in Spragyx still. Please give them my thanks. Okay, it's not up here. Guy on a buffalo. Okie dokie. You here for me? I'm sorry to put you to trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers have healed the wound. I'm more worried about Minfilia. She's not taking it well. Could I ask that you speak with her? My attempts to reach out have seemed to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Hortorium. Steamly to fetch herbs for Chesmelia. But just talk with her, will you? I love the crystal meme. Okay, in 6 minutes. Ow. Oh. Me? Oh, Jarek, what are you doing here? Thancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but it was careless, and now it's my fault. Are you sure? I brought him nothing but trouble thus far, and what is worse next time? And what if it's worse next time? All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. I'm sure he'll resent me for being this weak. Maybe he already does. But you're right, I can still help, if only by seeing these herbs safely to Chesmelia. There are only 2 of us left on the list. There are only 2 left on the list. But I'll need to ask about that one. This one. I've looked high and low, and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant. In an unmistakable medically way, I was told. You only need 2 sprigs or so. And once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesmelia. Whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you. I appreciate the help. Bingo. How did I get down here? Legitly. Oh, there's the bridge. A feeling had told me that you would bring in the rest. There you go. Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patient's faces make it plain that it was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it, I suppose. Though, with bitter medicine rather than a sharp steel. But we'll win, I promise you that. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you into yet another battlefield when you just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spragyrics in good working order, the Crystarians people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but this is a matter to discuss with the Exarch. Yeah. You know the Exarch? We do. Was there something you needed? I need you to tell him something for me. My dearest friend, you see. He was there on the battlefield with me. But only one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Voltri said is true, if our losses were just deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness, in the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what we've been there doing is wrong, and I don't think we're doing wrong. I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the returning of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I wanted to tell the Exarch, don't give up, don't give in, please. Well, tell him, you have my word. If you're ready, why not go on ahead to the caller? You can keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alphanon. Do not worry. I don't mean to borrow the swiftest arrow I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on a message, okay? I'll get that Voltri. I'll make him sorry. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you. Though I confess, I found them more godling than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that relies with me. One of our soldiers said that? Thank you. Rest assured that I am fully that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the loss, I will not lose myself to grief, and even should regret be my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. As I lie. Of that I have no doubt. And if ever should we appear to falter, it will only be because we are fatigued after the battles well fought. I thank you for your kind words. Now we have plans to make, do we not?
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a light model, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
That Vorthri is the last Sin Eater.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthri.
Yeah.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusio?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Armorang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Armorang. From what the Mord told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser Sin Eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a Sin Eater from miles away? Surely a warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean, the real Menphilia. If we travel to Armorang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Too risky.
Don't.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do. I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation, but it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
This doesn't concern you, Aslan.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now why would that be? Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Armorang we go.
I'll meet you at the gates.
I'm so sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with me. This place is so big. Seyo Moi Nakamura. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. And you sure you want to do this? Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be strong enough. I want to be stronger. Strong enough to face my destiny. And I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It's your decision to make. Just be sure you are prepared when the time comes. If we are assembled, shall we depart? Well, follow your lead. What route would have you take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw an Elmorian airship coming in to land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Voltry's forces to Raki. Meaning we can expect another encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right now, Navat Arang lies in the southern reaches of Anarang, and there are two routes we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mord Soik. The other is the western route, which required us pass through the hills of Amber. In Philly, I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's more well-trodden path. It also makes far easier traversal of Navet Servants. But we can't use it. If we did, we need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Elmorians caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can't be sure their activities would not meet with Voltry's approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Elmorians' attention elsewhere, to an area east that I know to be uninhabitable. That way, you'll have a chance at reaching Nabat Arang unopposed and without risk to civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if you go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Oh, and if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Okay. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Voltry's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try avoiding attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it's best that we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. We'll borrow a few ammo for our own journey. I leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. Okay. Let me go check my retainers. Hit them. Can't forward lumber. Tancred, where are you? Oh. 1 second, folks. I have to do something. I'm sorry about that. Real life cold. There you are. The gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. In all that time I've been here, I've never ventured into the hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reason to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Menphilia, will you, for me? Oh, he's like, keep an eye on Menphilia. I thought he said for me. Nope, he didn't. My bad. I went the wrong way. Way to go, me. I'm good at navigating maps.
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garik lie the hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
This place has been scarred by the flood too. Who can say what lies ahead? Whatever else this road may be, it is mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of time I spend upon it for granted. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing. Find a village when we hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let us see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect on the road ahead. Or from the road ahead. Oh, I can't travel up that mountain. Much as I'd like to. ZanyJanie? Or Zun? You sell? No, you are no merchant. But then why do you have face? Why do I know your face? Oh, I remember. You spent Bolbert gold. Such a coin for is crackling. You are already a legend among more traders. You're a traveling merchant then. Can you tell us anything about this village? Of course, anything for valued customers. This place is Garrick. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After not so many, now none. So Master Gengen borrowed this village, made into a trading post, very convenient location. In which case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabitharang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulty reaching it? Oh yes, quite difficulty. The flood rent the stone and chased and crushed the mines surrounding Nabitharang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think that any other Mord might have found some sort of hidden route? Perhaps, you ask, they tell for free even, to friends of our best customer. Wonderful, thank you for the help. Well then, best customer, let's see what information your reputation buys us. There was a way once, a gondola down the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left and no one uses it. You may search for it, but if you like, but I've no doubt that its rusted wires wouldn't bear your weight. Great. Gondola's rusted, so it's gonna go. Oh, that's a surprise. Not many bound for Nabitharang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It's locked behind a gate, however. I assume that we will have to keep it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents us being used much. Gone. For Nabitharang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than airship. The Elmorians have one, I hear. You could ask them to take you. Excuse me. Jack, I'm afraid I've learned little use of how to reach Nabitharang. The Elmorian present, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely in Amarang, there have been no sighting of Elmorians at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Elise's plan has borne fruit. Do you have any better luck finding us the route forward? I say we steal an airship. So these are our options. What do you think? Let's go with the trolley. It does seem to be the less risky of our options. I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. But I'd like to know. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off to search for it, though. Perhaps Zun can offer some insight. Oh, value customers. Were the other mode of help? Of a fashion, they told of a trolley that runs to Navathorang at least. But I am correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when we first asked? Yes, the gate, you see. It is impassable. Before, there were hulking things of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say, but no operation such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Buran Mines. This is where the trolley constantly controls stand. I see miners from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos, it would be them. Thank you. You've been a great help. We're off to Mount Buran then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. The scale of the track is impressive, but I'll give them that. Now we only need to follow it until we come to the mines. Everything wants to kill me. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanism for dispatching the trolleys are here, just as sad. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zunza's mysterious miner to appear, or we have look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance of the mines, proper caught Oriandra's eye. Meet us there if you find anything. Huh. Yeah. You just had to want to fight. You're not a gnome. Ah, Jarek, what hast thou discerned? I see, indeed, thine observations are constant with my own. But let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance, and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks looked like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. It's these stone golems. This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source. Nor doeth it appear to be sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanism here, suggests a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them, that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Jarek, I do believe you'll find a person of somewhat interesting sulking in the shadows behind the warehouse on the northern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do not try to keep everyone in one place. But do try to keep everyone in one piece. I messed that up. Off we go then. Wicked White, where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here, that I'm sure. We didn't have to fight, you know, but no, you gotta be like, oh, hey, you're not supposed to be here. Ah, Black Mage. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours. Do we honestly look like we need steel? What? Some rusty bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look well. You don't look normal, that's for certain. We don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all this way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Taffy, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her into the world's end. On their journey, they met a sorcerer as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to guide them, and they turned up here somehow? I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of sort, but we would have rather larger concerns than fairy romantic tales. Or fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of his ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. God, give me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Nabat the Rang. We were hoping that a trolley might be here to offer solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again... The trolley? The trolley? You should have led with that. We've always been keen on discussing the trolley. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jerkai and Thaf. At your service. Technically, I'm a miner. He does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transport these days, but that's no reason to cosign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the tracks once again will make hearts sore, mark my words. You have no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not much as we like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put the pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you like. We'll introduce you. Very well. Our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever it is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. It looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though you haven't seen another feather around here, have you? I thought he'd come out by now. You think you'll be alright? That's well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. Oh, look, just in case. Go on ahead, Taff. Alright, looks like it'll just be you lot and me, then. Try not to let anything take a bite of you on your way to the railroad. UL yard. Stop chasing me! Damn, that smarts. Did he have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not what can be done about it now, though. I've pointed your overeager companions in the right direction, and they've gone ahead, so we need to get moving. Normally we walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, that's more perilous a route than I'm comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone falling through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on a receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. But a moment, I think I hear something. Oh, that's right. Run! You stupid billy goat. You want to die. You want to be my meal. Okay, dinner's on you. Okay, it's up there. Die! Sorry about that. I'll admit, I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're intertwined, though, so we make it without further incident. This is it. Welcome to Twine. The originally dwellings were built to house these laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But it was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtlessly noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. It was in the heart of the town back when the trolley still carried everyone home. At the end of each hard day in the mines. Now there's no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines, for that matter. The only residents that remain are destitute or delusional. Destitute, the delusional, and those with nowhere else to go, or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you to understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much besides that. Well, that's encouraging, but I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go and meet the man. Who you're supposed to be. Never seen the three of you in my life. Or four of you. Wicked White. If you're going to bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still. Methinks this one is in deep in his cups. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. Come on, don't tangle. Get untangled. Freaking cord. They're looking for a way to reach Nabat Arang, so they came to ask about the trolley, you see. What? There's nothing in Nabat Arang. Not anymore. And especially not for frail little girls. Give it up. No, we must reach Nabat Arang. I must. Bah. So you've had your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. This is a place for ruin, nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. That thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. We're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Nabat Arang. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why. No, I'm sick of people asking me about the blessed thing. Leave me be. We'll speak outside. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak. And he's right, but I can't. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. Leveled up. Enhanced Asylum. Oh, nice. It increases healing effects by 10%. I think it said. Yep. Well, folks, that's going to do it for me for now. But I want to thank you for watching. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.